Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Woo,
Happy
woo,
We
woo.
made it.
We made it. Oh, yes.
We
Oh,
made
look, I forgot to show our graphic for today. Today, what we're talking about, right? This is season 3. Yay! Episode 1, 2024. Intentionally more. So excited.
Yes, indeed.
We got to season 3. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so what's the good news? What's the good news? What is the good news? I'll start. Look, let's go with Ada and then we go to Jacqueline.
The good news is that we made it over and we are all here together in 2024 and we
Yeah.
are expecting more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank God.
Love it.
Yes,
Love it.
yes. Jacqueline.
Um, I was serious about 2024, and this how I brought in the new year. Right? I wanted 2023 underneath my shoe. Okay, get out of here. No, but I did go out. It was safe. Had a good time. I'm usually not even up for the new year, but I wanted to welcome it in. I was really ready for it. And also, I got a good report on my mammogram and thyroid test that I had done in December. So that's my good news.
Oh, that's good news.
Mhm.
Okay, Miss Jacqueline. I hit the New Year's Eve streets myself. I had a
Mhm.
nice time. I did not do the stilettos, and that is only because the streets were shut down. And in order to get to my destination, it was not going to be cute.
Okay.
Me getting caught up in my stilettos, having to walk to the event, but I had a blast. So that is good news. Grateful that we are all here and that we made it. And yesterday I had my the results. I got the results of my annual scan.
All
And
right.
when I tell you, anytime the physician's assistant comes skipping in talking about, okay, and I said, I hope it's good news. And my number one heartbeat, Naomi, happened to be on the phone, so I put her on speakerphone, and she was able to hear the doctor tell me that I can now come back in 18 months. I don't have to
Ooh.
come. So
Awesome.
I thank God for that, and that is indeed good news. It's good. It's good news. It's
Yes.
good news. Yep, I'll take it. I'll
Mhm.
take it.
That is wonderful. That is so wonderful. Because I
Yeah.
know that you said initially it was a 6 month check in. Then
And
they.
then finally, after 4 years, this was the first year that they told me I could go 12 months
Mm-hmm.
without a scan. And so I was nervous. Like, please, Lord, I don't want them to say, sorry, you're going to have
Mm-hmm.
to go back to 6 months, or, I would have been satisfied with another year. So I
Right.
thank God for the more and
Yeah.
above and beyond that I got 18 months this next
That's
time.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, but here's something to make you laugh. But they were like, but now if you feel any symptoms, if you feel fatigued, if you feel this, if this and that, I said all of those are menopause symptoms. So how am I supposed
How am I supposed to tell the difference?
She laughed so hard. I said, now if I was 40 or 30 something, I could see that. But at my age, that sounds like every day. I mean, I don't know.
Right. Right. That's so true. That's so true. That is so true. A lot of stuff goes in that menopause bucket. Honestly. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So anyway, so what do we want to talk about? We want to be intentional about we're at the start of a new year. And so what do we want to get into today, tonight?
Um, well, I still have unfinished business. Um, so I'm only a third of the way there. I had a short list, but an intensive list. So I'm still working on my unfinished business. I knew that I wanted to be intentional about
Mhm.
dealing with things that I don't want to continue to deal with in 2024. So I didn't get them all complete, but that is the top of my priority list to finish the things that I didn't get a chance to finish so that I can make room, make room for what God has already planned for me. I don't want to deal with any residual anything. And I don't want to have to wait. I want my turn. When my turn comes, I want to be
Mm.
prepared, and I want to have no weights weighing me down because I'm not prepared. So that's my intentionality to make sure I finish. Handle your business. You know, handle. I have to handle my business.
But I like that you said, but to make room for, right? Because we're being intentional about more, wanting more, doing more, better, right? And being intentional. But if we don't have room for it,
Right.
even if it, they, them, whatever
Right.
shows up, if we don't have room for it, come on, sit with that for a minute. So if we don't have room for it, it can't show up because there isn't any room for it.
Right. No room to receive, right? If
No
you have
room to
your
receive.
arms full with all of this stuff, mentally,
Mm.
physically, spiritually, if you got too much to carry, you can't even get the gift, the blessing, because you
Mm.
don't have no room for it. And I don't want to get online again. I want my turn to be my turn. I don't have to come back. Like, what you mean? I can't receive it because I can't carry it. That means you have to drop something and get back in line. Nah, no. I want to be able to
Yeah.
receive it at the time I'm supposed to receive it. I don't want any distractions. Handle your
That's a
business.
whole word. I just don't even know what to say. I'm just sitting there like, that is a whole message. I don't even want to get back in line.
No. Mm-mm. No, I'm a
Mm.
bump sister so and so and brother out it's my turn.
Oh no! Immediately, what came to mind? You know what came to mind is at the reception when the bride throws the
Yes.
garter
And
and
you
all
and
the
they
single
bump the
ladies
person
and
out the way to
everybody.
catch the like wait, do some matrix stuff. Like, wait, My daddy said the time is now. So I want to be in
Yes,
in
that's
in
it.
preparation to receive
Now.
it.
Hmm.
Mm.
So with me, you know, I've been getting downloads about don't rush, just be still. Not still, not doing nothing, because I have a lot that I'm working on, but still in the sense where we don't have to rush to get to anything that it is that we are desiring because he already has it. The set time is there, right? So just as you go, and sometimes you just have to get away so that you can complete some things. Like there can be some things that still, like you said, unfinished business. Let's finish up that unfinished business, whatever it is that came on over into the new year, deal with it and keep moving. But sometimes it requires that we set that time, and when you come back, we're not disappearing, but you just more focus. Remember to focus. So you're going to focus in and hone in on that thing that you need to complete. So then after that thing is done, you move on to the next. But a lot of times we get we're all over because it's the multitask. You're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. So nothing really gets completed. Let's complete that thing, that one thing, that unfinished business, and move forward. Me personally, I am still on the self care. So it's my surroundings, my environment that I am working to complete because it's something that I kind of like pushed to the side because I was doing other things, right? So now I have to recenter myself and focus in on that because it's so important that our space, that our environment is conducive to where we're trying to go, right? Got to get rid of that clutter. Got to get, you refresh things. Maybe you can't go buy a new house. Maybe you can't upgrade your apartment, but you can reimagine your space you're in and just redo it, right? It's if it's just some new paint on the walls, a new carpet, a new piece of furniture, whatever it is, just reimagining something new and not feeling like we're stuck and can't get out of the rut, right? And again, I say it all goes back to mindset. Mindset is so important because what is it that we are constantly thinking about or telling ourselves? Our mindset must be renewed in order for us to move forward. So it brought me to Luke 5:37 through 39. And no one puts new wine into old wine skins, or else the new wine will burst the wine skins and be spilled, and the wineskins will be ruined. But new wine must be put into new wineskins,
Mm.
and both are preserved. And no one, having drunk old wine, immediately desires new, for he says the old is better.
Mm.
And that is not so, right? So we have to really get rid of that old mindset, all those old memories and thoughts that keep us down and keep us stuck. Listen, it happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, a year ago, however long. It's behind us. We've overcome it. We've leaped into a new year, right? Isn't this a leap year?
It is the
It
29th,
is.
Look at that. There you go.
day
Leap
after
year. Look at that.
our
So,
event.
it is time for us to just stay focused and move forward and stop thinking about those things that continuously bog down our minds so that we cannot move forward and keep moving, and climbing that ladder, and one step at a time. Like they say, one step at a time, but focus on that one thing that you need to complete. But while you're doing that, making sure that you're feeding your mind and you're renewing your mind, because the mindset has to change in order for anything else to change.
That's a whole sermon, also, right? I know for myself, it can be like a movie, like playing over in your head, right? Um, and having a creative mind,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you try to finish the story yourself, or you try to edit or write a different outcome, but that energy is burning, right? And it can be used for refreshment, right? To get renewed, revived, right? And your mind controls so much. It controls your physical, your spiritual, what your tongue says, or what
Mm-hmm.
comes out of your mouth. So it all does start in your brain. So I think that's perfect. Renewing the mind, because I know I'll just be for myself. Sometimes you can get stuck in that story. Even with the unfinished business, I
Mm-hmm.
was talking to a confidant, and I first had to admit that I didn't want to do it. Right? And then once I admitted I didn't want to do it, then when I started processing through my unfinished business, um, it did make it a little bit easier because I wasn't fighting against something I hadn't realized.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So sometimes you have to have, again, accountability partners, somebody who's not going to just say that you're right and yes, right? Somebody's going to tell you, no, it's you,
Mm.
get over yourself, Let's get this done, right? It could be a coach, it could be a mentor, it could be a pastor, it could be a good a soulmate friend who knows you, and who would give you the truth and love,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that might not be what you want to hear, but if I'm giving it to you with love, you're going to listen a little bit better than if I'm criticizing you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't even know what to say. I I I am so stumped, like in a good way, because this is so timely for people who choose to do resolutions. Great, have at it, right? I choose to go about things intentionally, and like you're saying, both of you are saying, and being focused. And what is the mindset? Because the Bible says, "As a man thinks, so is he." Period. There's no way around it. And then the other thing that I like to tie with that is, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if
Mm-hmm.
it's not in there, it can't come out, right? So we have to consider, what am I saying? What am I thinking? And if I don't like what I'm seeing, I got to go back to, what am I saying and what am I thinking? And if I don't like what my experiences are, I got to go back to, what am I saying and what am I thinking? And so that's why what you said just hit home so strong, is that making room. Say we want more, but am I making room for it? Is my hand, my heart, my head, my emotions filled with other stuff, that there's not even room and space for something new, more different, evolve, reimagine to even, because I won't recognize it. And even if I recognize it, can I take advantage of it? Or do I have to say, wait a minute, when you go to open a door and your hands are full, and you trying to put your foot in it, you trying to put an elbow in it, and you saying, wait a minute, and the door is just closing, 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 closing. So, and not wanting to get back in line, my God, today. We just got out of the holidays with people with the long lines, and yeah, and not wanting to get back in line. No, 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 sir, no, ma'am. I don't want a
Right.
number. No,
Mm-hmm.
don't give me another number. I'm at the
Mm-hmm.
counter. I'm
Right.
ready.
Right. You don't have to ask the person in back of you, could you go get something else and come back? You don't have to even go through that whole, because you don't know what they going through. Like, I don't have time for your shenanigans. You shouldn't have got on this line if you wasn't ready, ma'am. Or it's always somebody way in the back of the line saying, what's going on? Okay. I want to be in place. I don't want to have to deal and pull out all the 5 boroughs on the person in the back.
I know that's right.
Like, you're gonna get a piece of every borough if we have to have this conversation.
But that's the kind of conversation we may need to have with ourselves, so that we don't miss it, whatever
Mm-hmm.
it may be. So we don't miss the opportunity when it shows up, and we're able to take full advantage of it and appreciate it fully, and be able to hold on to it. Because it's, so what happened, something happened this week, and someone, I can't even unpack it yet, but just the fact that someone offered me something that I had not even considered.
Mm.
And so again, while what you're saying is hitting home for me, because literally I sat there with my mouth open, and I said, I have to think about that. I couldn't say to that person, it never entered into my mind or the realm or the art of the possible. It wasn't even a thought, a consideration. And I was not prepared in that moment, split second in time, to say yes, no, negotiate something, nothing at all, because it took me totally off guard. So that's me having to do what? Get back in line
Mm-hmm.
because somebody came with the whole present and the gift,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Mm.
We got to stay ready
Gotta stay ready so you don't have to get
so you
ready.
don't have to
Right.
get ready. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because the blessings come suddenly. So sometimes we think we have to wait so long, and all of a sudden that suddenly blessing hits, and you got to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
We got to be in position to receive it.
ooh, that suddenly blessing. See, that did something too. Now I want y'all to know I look for that organ music. And I could not find it. I'm going to have to reach out to some of my musician friends to get us an
Flip.
organ track, because
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you this weekend, that's what I spent my New Year's Day doing, was
Mm-hmm.
going through tracks trying to find that daggone organ. So royalty free organs so that I could just say, wait a minute, y'all, boom boom
Right.
boom boom boom. Yes, I was not successful, but I'm telling you, I am doing the merengue shout all in my sha na na right now, because this is a whole word right here.
Yes. And
Yeah.
that's why I said last week about it's even a deeper level when you watch this back, right? When we're in it, we're
It
in
is.
a zone. But when you receive it outside of the bubble that we're in, it's another level. It's like more meat in the sandwich. It's like, oh, and a dessert. Like, oh, okay. So
So do you want to give people just a sneak peek then? The fact that, so one thing, because we're going to mention it now, we'll have everything ready for you next week. But we are excited because we have intentionally, we set the date, we have booked the venue. Please put on your calendar February the 28th. It's a
yeah.
Wednesday. It's going to be at 7 p.m. So we're not taking people out of their schedule. You used to seeing us at 7 p.m. We daddies, girls talk tour is kicking off February 2025 in the, we can say, the DMV area, right?
24. 24.
2024, Lord Jesus. See, now,
She done skipped a whole year.
babe, listen, let me tell you, full disclosure.
Yes.
I got peep this. Okay, full
All right.
disclosure. My occupational hazard is I work with 3 years at a time. So although we are sitting in 2024,
You're in fiscal
I
20.
am planning a budget for 2020. I'm planning executing a budget for 2025. I'm planning a budget for 2026. And so I'm sorry. I was in 2024 2 years ago. And I was
Right.
talking 2025 today, just come
Mhm.
before we were going live. So I apologize. So
Okay.
yes, February 28th, 2024, Daddy's Girls Talk Tour kicks off in the DMV area. We'll give you the location. We will have the Eventbrite link for you because we want to make sure that we have space enough, horse doobies enough, and
Mhm.
all that good stuff. Because we're going to record live and we want you all there
Yeah.
in the place. So we're excited.
Mhm.
We are
Yes.
excited.
Yes. And folks have been asking, and this is what we planned last year to be have a live event.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is just the beginning, right? We don't plan on we're gonna hop around the country. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, have to start somewhere. So we starting in the DMV area. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to
And
see
it
people in person, to have an audience.
yes. Yeah.
The energy gonna change again.
It's going right. And it's a whole tour because that's the other thing. When we were talking about it, all three of us at the same time were like, tour. No,
Right.
we just going to start here and we're going to be in different places. And because we don't know where we're going to be when, be at the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And look, we don't mind groupies. Follow
Right.
us around to the next one and to the next one. Because we know definitely for sure Tampa's going to be in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Without question. I've already started looking at places that we could possibly host it. Really cool spots so we can hang out in the Tampa area. There's plenty for us to do here. So
And we could be by the
more to
water.
come. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes. And
Mm-hmm.
So
y'all can join
that's
me in
good.
these Tampa streets. We can
Ready.
show them how it's done.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. So excited about that.
Yes. February 28th, 2024. Yes. So stay tuned for graphics and Eventbrite. We will be updated and posting, and you want to get in early. We
Yes.
do have a limitation on how many people can be in live. And we didn't talk about this. We can set up a virtual attendance as well for
And we'll do
a
that.
fee.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
yes.
Because we have stuff to give away and all that kind of stuff. But so yes,
Mm-hmm.
be on the lookout. It's coming. And we're excited. We're excited because the venue is excited to have us.
They are. And
Yeah.
they're doing their own advertisements as well. So
Yeah.
we're gonna, my prayer is that we sell out and that we be on high demand again.
That's it. Yeah.
So it's gonna be what it shall be. It's gonna
Yes,
be what it
so
shall
super excited. So talking about intentionally more, so that's more for us. That's different. And that is also part of our unfinished business
Mm-hmm.
because we wanted to do it last year and things just whatever was going on and now it just fell into place right where it's supposed to be um in the leap year. So it's all good. it's just
be.
it's just all good. All good. So, and that's just something else we were talking about. So we don't talk about anything that we aren't dealing with ourselves. Point blank, period. Um, so we are not talking esoterically. We have unfinished business. We are working on our mindset. We are working on what it is that we're saying and making sure there's consistency. We are making room for all the things that we have prayed for, believed God for, trusted God for, so that we are in a position and posture to receive the answers, enjoy the fruits of our labor, and that our labor is not in vain, and just be happy, glad, excited about answer prayer, and and it's all good. It's coming together, right?
Mhm.
it's,
Yes.
it's
I one of
coming
my
together.
grandmothers has a saying that came to mind when you were just speaking, and I like when wisdom kicks in, right? When when you know something for yourself. So what she's known for saying is, I'm not telling you about something I heard. I'm telling you about something I know. So yes, this
Mm-hmm.
is actual testimony, right? We are living testimonies. We're not talking about something that we have heard. We've walked the walk, and so we can confidently talk the talk and be a living witness.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, any closing words of encouragement, Ada, Jacqueline, and
I can say whatever you're feeling, however you know, whatever's on your mind, you may be feeling a certain way and feeling like I'm not in the mood, or your emotions are trying to keep you back, stuck. Just shake that off. Shake it off.
Mhm.
Shake it off like what's her name? Vicky Winans. Shake
Yeah.
yourself loose. You got to shake yourself loose, because at the end of the day, I did not want to come on this camera today because I was under the weather, being out this weekend with the grands, still shopping. They had gift cards and monies they wanted to spend. They can't hold on. They just want to go buy more stuff, right? I'm out there with them, and the heat from being in the store with a down jacket and coming outside with the cold, it hit me, and so I'm feeling it. But I got on here, and guess what? I am feeling better already.
Praise God.
So that's why we got to get up. We have to get up, because when we stay down, it just makes us feel worse, and you just feel like you don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything. So I encourage you to get up today and just do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's been on your mind, you've been dwelling upon it, just do it, because now is the time. And that's all I have for you, because I'm telling you, I'm there with you, and we just got to keep pressing and moving forward. You can do it.
And the stiletto is the gavel. And the church said amen.
Ah, it's 2024, and there's so much more in store for you. Go get it.
And I'll just say, reiterate, get in your rightful place in line so you can receive
Hmm.
Mm.
everything that God has for you. Everything.
That's right.
Yeah, missing nothing, missing out on nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, not having to ask anybody to hold your place in line, not having to ask anybody, "Oh, wait, I'm going to be right back. I got to grab one more thing." None of that. No more missing out on anything. Nothing.
I.
NUFFIN. No more missing out on anything.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. So the intentionality behind the more in 2024 is more of the good stuff, more of the being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people, getting the right blessing at the right time, in the right moment, in the right season, more of all of that good stuff, right?
Mhm.
That's what we're believing for in 2024. Stilettos, tennis shoes, whatever it is, hair braided, weave,
Yes. Hmm.
ponytail,
Right.
lash on, lashes off, red lip, no lip,
Yep.
nails, no
Hmm.
nails. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter. Showing up as authentically as you can be in order to get what it is God has for you to have, be, and do
Right.
more in 2024. We got this thing. All
Definitely.
right. We will see y'all next week on
2 weeks.
Wednesday. Oh,
Two
2 weeks.
weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. On
That's right.
the right on the 17th.
We will see you on the 17th. Look, you see me pulling up the
Yeah.
calendar.
Pull up the
Okay.
calendar. Yeah.
Yes. We will see you on the 17th. But in the meantime, whatever platform you're on right now, please, social media platform, between our Instagram and all of that, Facebook and everything, be on the lookout because we will post the Daddy's Girls tour.
Is it too
before
much?
the
I
two.
know we can do replays, but is it too much to ask for to run a best of on these weeks that
No. Actually, you know what? So that's okay. So here's the thing. So if y'all just caught us for the first time today, right? This is season 3, episode 1. Next week, that's what we going to do. On next Wednesday, y'all are going to get Daddy's Girls mix up, mash up of season
we're
1 and season 2.
Mhm.
Get your popcorn, get your red cup, your clear cup, whatever it is you like to,
Your
so we don't
teacup?
have no, that's your 2 cup, but we no judgment here. Go ahead, and that's what we'll do is on the 10th, you'll be able to watch replays. And
Yeah.
then we will see you all on the 17th at 7 p.m. Follow us on our social media platforms at I am Aida Sanchez, at Lady J Thorne, at Dr. Lisa T. Lewis, across social media platforms so you can start registering once we put it up because space is limited and that's intentional. Again, even that is intentional. We want it to be intimate. We want to be able to talk with everyone, one on one, and have just a good energy and engagement going on. So, no, it's not going to be too big. It's going to be an intimate setting. So, please, when it comes out, we want you to register. So, we want to make sure we have enough to go around for everybody, and we want to keep it an intimate setting. So, we're going to go to the water, right? And we'll
Yeah.
see y'all in 2 weeks. But next week, January the 10th, Wednesday, January the 10th, you will be able to see some replays back to back, some back to back replays. So stay tuned. All right, y'all.